Hello Year 6, welcome back to Computing for today. Now your task in computing is to make your own game or app that we can sort of start to put together as a little enterprise project. Now I've seen many of your examples of work and they're already looking really good. So I just want to quickly remind you how to go into Scratch. So you should have all signed up by now, and if you type in Scratch login into your web browser, the first one up here will come. Now, because you've already set up, you can't use the same link that we used last time, because that will just ask you to recreate a new one. So just type into Google or whatever website browser that you are using, Scratch login, okay? Mine's already here, mine's saved in, and my password's there. So you will enter in yours and press login. As simple as that. And of course, you'll then be directed to this page. To get to your work, you'll go to the little folder here, My Stuff, and yours will probably be under Unshared Project. Now here is mine, here, okay, Catching Apples. And I just want to show you the start of my game. This is the start of mine and how it's looking. So again, I've just borrowed this actually from somebody else, and I've just moved a few little things around. So let's just have a little play of this one, okay? We can see, fairly straightforward. Catching apples, and it's done, okay? Now, what's the problem there? What could the problem there be? Well, it's quite short. It's only got sort of 5 attempts, and then it doesn't really have a start screen, it doesn't have an end screen, or anything like that. So when you do your game, whilst it can be a simple game like this, it's absolutely fine. Make sure that you go in depth and you start to show off a bit more of your knowledge. So you can include a start screen or an end game part, okay? So let's just look here at the apple part, okay? Now we see that there's 5 apples that come down and then it stops. And that is because in my repeat function, this is going to happen 5 times. If I change this to 30, for example, okay, I'm not going to go all the way through here. 1, 2, it will keep going and going and going. Of course it will, okay? So make sure your game is got enough to play on it. That's not very short. But also, 30 times, but then what happens? It just suddenly stops, okay? So I'm going to have to add in a little bit more code. And this is what you need to think about. You may have one basic level, absolutely fine, but start to add in more. A second level, a third level, a welcome screen, an end screen, okay? And you're going to have to start thinking about these things. So I'm just going to start to add in a little bit more. And to do that, I'm going to need a few more blocks in there. So what I want to do is when the score reaches, let's say, 20, okay? So I'm going to include into variables, sorry, not variables, into controls, if, and then I'll go to operators, the score is equal to, if the score is equal to 20, again, I can use my variable here, so if the score is equal to 20, what do I want it to do? Well, if I get 20, I want to say that you have won the game. So I am going to go, okay, from that point there, and I want it to broadcast a message. I want it to broadcast, right, end game, okay? So if I go and I've got all these different options down here, okay, from when this is clicked, I want to broadcast a message. If the score is equal to 20, broadcast a new message, and that is winner. Okay. And I'm going to put that into, I'll put it into this block here, okay? It's in that forever block. It's always going to happen. And as soon as the score hits 20, broadcast winner. Of course, I'm going to have to think about what happens if they don't get that score in the 30 attempts. I'm going to need a sort of loser broadcast message, and that's going to bring up another screen, or good effort, try better next time, okay? Now I'm going to have my winner one. So if the score equals 20, broadcast winner. And that's going to tell the computer and the program, okay, a message received winner. What does it need to do? So when I receive that message, what is going to happen? Well, I'm going to go to backdrops, okay, and I'm going to add a new backdrop. I'm just going to go with a very simple, I'm just going to go with a paint one here for now. I'm going to add in my text. Well done. You have won. Okay then. And that is my very simple background there. I could add more, of course I can, but for this demonstration video, I'm going to keep it simple as that. Okay, so when the green flag is clicked, it goes to the first backdrop, which is great. And when I receive that winner, I want it to go to the winning backdrop. So when I receive winner, I want it to go to looks. I want it to go to the next backdrop. Now you could do this for different levels as well, and you of course could have different levels. So when I receive winner, go to the next backdrop, and then I want it to stop all the code. Okay, I don't want it to continue dropping apples after it says that I've won the game. So when I receive winner, next backdrop, and then stop all the scripts. Now to demonstrate that, okay, I am just going to change if score is equal to 5, for example, okay, just to show that in a much shorter demonstration. So go, 1, 2, and there we go. Well done, you have won. Now, of course, you could use this for the next level where you could maybe drop more apples or speed different apples dropping, you could speed it up, they drop quicker. Maybe you could have a golden apple that gives you bonus points. Really, the scope of this is up to you, okay? Remember, all of the instructions for different games are onto the Google Drive link. They are there for you to use if you want to, or of course, you can create your own game. The choice is completely yours. So make sure that you keep adding little bits to your game, not just one simple level, okay? That's great and that's fine, but as this is our end project, I want something that really demonstrates your computing skills. A welcome message, an end message. Again, if you can do it multiple levels, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth level. Okay, so year 6, that is a very short demonstration, okay, on adding a little bit more to your game. So continue with your project, keep adding more and more and more. Remember, if you need me, send me a message and I'll be able to Skype you and give you some help. Thank you very much, year 6.